Hello friends, in this video we will explore the topic web workers. Web workers are simple means for web content to run scripts in the background threads. Let's understand this better. We all know JavaScript is single threaded, which means each line is executed one after another in a single thread. When there is an expensive task which requires more time to execute, the entire execution chain will be in a standstill mode until the expensive piece of code is executed. This is not a good to have when thinking from a performance standpoint. Web workers can help in this scenario. The expensive piece of code which requires more time to execute can be passed to the web worker so that it can run in a background thread without affecting the main thread. Let's understand more with an example. In this example, I have two buttons. The first button will execute a heavy task, whereas the second button will just alert hello world. The heavy task is to run a for loop for 500 million times and calculate the sum. I am printing the before loop before the execution, and after the execution the sum is printed and also the after loop is printed. Let's see how it is behaving. When I click the first button, the loop is executed, but then I am not able to click the second button. The entire window is frozen. Until the loop is executed completely, all other executions are blocked. This is because every code is being executed in a single thread. Now let's see how we can make use of web workers here. For that we have to create a new file. I'm just naming it as webworkers.js. Inside the web workers file, I'm writing the onMessage listener. And now we have to move the expensive piece of code to the onMessage listener. OnMessage and postMessage are two main methods which web workers expose. PostMessage, as the name indicates, it posts the message, and the onMessage will listen to the posted message. In this example, the postMessage in the main.js file will post the message to the web workers, and the onMessage listener will listen to the posted message coming from the main.js file. Now inside the main.js file, we have to create a new worker, and inside the event listener, we need to call the postMessage method. In this example, we don't have anything specific to be posted, but the postMessage method expects at least one parameter. So I'm just passing a message hello, and then it reaches the onMessage listener in the web worker.js file, and the expensive piece of code will be executed. Once the sum is calculated, we have to post it back to the main.js file. So we have to call the post message again in the web worker file with the sum which is calculated after running the loop. And now in the main.js file, we have to add an onMessage listener to listen to the posted message from the web worker. I'm just alerting the value which is being received from the web worker. I'll just summarize what we have written so far. In the main.js file, we have the post message code which will be posting the message on clicking the button, and now the onMessage listener in the web worker.js file will listen to the posted message coming from the main.js file. And now after executing the code inside the onMessage listener, we are posting the calculated value back to the main.js file. For that, we are calling the post message again with the sum, and in the main.js file, there is again an onMessage listener which listens to the posted message coming from the web worker. Now let's see what difference does this make. I have clicked the heavy execution button, and immediately I am clicking the other button, but soon after clicking the click here button, I can see the alert hello world. And then after that, I can see the message, the sum which is coming from the web worker. You can see there is no delay in the execution, which means the expensive code execution is not blocking any other executions. This is because the heavy code is being executed in the web worker in a separate thread without affecting the main thread. So the main thread can still take up the new tasks and execute it separately. That's all for this video. If you still have any doubt regarding this topic, please feel free to jot it down in the comment section. Thanks for watching.